Once upon a time, in a busy town in ancient Israel, there lived a woman who had been suffering for a very long time. For 12 years, she had been bleeding non-stop, and no one could figure out how to help her. She had suffered a great deal from many doctors, and over the years she had spent everything she had to pay them. She had gotten no better but worse. She was getting desperate. Not only was she physically weak, but she was also growing discouraged. One day, she heard of how Jesus had healed others. Blind people could see again, the lame could walk, and even lepers were made clean. She felt a glimmer of hope rise within her. People were saying that he could heal the sick, that he could do the impossible. Could this be the answer to her long, painful struggle? The day finally came when Jesus was walking through her town. A multitude of people had surrounded him, eager to see what he would do next. The woman knew this could be her only chance to meet him. But there was a problem. The crowd was so dense, so many people were pressing around him, that she wasn't sure if she would even be able to get close enough. But she didn't give up. She thought to herself, "If I can just touch his garment, maybe I'll be healed." With all her strength, she squeezed through the crowd, step by step, as people around her barely noticed her. She finally reached Jesus, and with a quick, desperate motion, she touched the edge of his garment. Immediately, the bleeding stopped. She could feel in her body that she had been healed of her terrible condition. Jesus realized at once that healing power had gone out from him. So he turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my robe?" His disciples said to him, "Look at this crowd pressing around you. How can you ask, 'Who touched me?'" Jesus kept looking around to see who had touched him. Then the frightened woman, trembling at the realization of what had happened to her, came and fell to her knees in front of Jesus and told him that it was her who touched him. And he said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace. Your suffering is over." This woman's story teaches us that no matter how long you have been in the same problem, nothing is impossible with God. All remedies may fail, but if you raise up your faith to a certain level, things can change. Jesus showed her, and he shows us, that when we reach out to him, he can do what no one else can. So, remember this woman's story the next time you feel stuck or discouraged. Take that step of faith, no matter how small,